going on, you guys? Welcome back to Living Fit with Gabi and Chris. I'm Gabi. Christian is not here because, as you guys know, if you guys have been keeping up with us, Christian is on prep, so he feels like absolute shit right now. Like, he literally can't even get up from like laying down. So I told him it was okay, he can step out of this video. But today we're gonna be going over how to get an hourglass figure part 2. So some of you guys that are OG subscribers have seen the first video that was done, I think, like almost a year ago now. We're gonna do part 2 of this video. It's a little bit of an updated one. Some of the things are gonna be similar, but I'm gonna go into depth and explain things for you guys. So first and foremost, to get an hourglass figure, you have to lift weights, okay? So a lot of people are gonna be like, what? Don't weights make you bulky? No, they don't make you bulky. Weights actually help sculpt your body and give you shape. So a lot of people will go and they'll be like, okay, I gotta do all this cardio, right? They're doing all this cardio and they're not lifting any weights. Well, that's gonna get you the term called skinny fat. So that's when you slim down, but you have no muscle mass to define your body, so you're just kind of flabby everywhere. So you don't want that. You wanna lift weights, give yourself some definition. So the two areas that we're going to be focusing on are the glutes, specifically adductors. So here, your side glutes, to give you guys that nice hip. I know a lot of people hate hip dips. It's something that is completely normal. I'll throw a picture up of the screen right here of the anatomy of the body and why we have hip dips. It is, like I said, completely normal. I'm actually double jointed in my hips, so my hips do pop in and out of place. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but so like unnaturally, this is my hip popped out of place. Okay, naturally, this is it popped in. I do have a bit of a hip dip. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's natural to have hip dips. Don't hate them. We're gonna be focusing on the side glutes, and we're also gonna be focusing on our lats. So that is the major part of our back right here. And I'm gonna throw a diagram up on the screen. This is a before and after of my back. So this is before I actually started working out my lats. You can see that it's very straight. And this is after I started working out my lats. You can see that it tapers up, and that's gonna give the illusion of your waist coming in. So if you grow your lats a little bit wider, your waist becomes smaller or looks smaller. Okay, so those are the two things that we're gonna mainly be focusing on. I might throw in a few ab exercises just to help you guys cinch that waist in. Something that really helped me is using a sweat band. So it's not a waist trainer, it is a sweat band. Over time it heats up your abdomen area and it will shrink your waist. So we do have those available. I'll link it down below, and let's get into that. So we're first going to be starting off with a assisted pull-up machine. If your gym doesn't have one of these, you can also use a resistance band. There's fluffs flying around my face. X Bands, the brand that I work with, has a great resistant band. It is thick and it holds up to 100 pounds, and they also have heavier ones too. So if you don't have this machine at your gym, definitely look to there. You can use code Gabi for money off, but today we're going to be using this guy. I'm going to set the weight what's appropriate for me. Now on this, a lot of people have problems activating their lats. They don't know how to activate them. So what you want to think of doing is, if you raise your arms up, you want to shrug down. Okay, you guys see how my shoulders? So I'm stretching up and then I'm going to shrug down. Those are my tongue twister. Those are my lats activating, okay? So practice this before you do this. Arms up and you're gonna pull down, okay? Those are your lats. So you wanna do that same movement when you're doing a pull-up. So my arms are up, I'm gonna shrug, and that's my lats pulling myself up. From here, shrug, all the way up. Okay, and this will ensure that you're activating your lats and growing them to get that tiny waist appearance. Alright, you guys, so this is another variation of back exercise that will activate your lats. So this one I like because it's coming from a little bit of a different angle. Normally when you row, you're rowing this way. This one's underhand. So it's gonna hit the lat a little bit farther down, which is something that not a lot of people get to. So you wanna keep your chest against the pad and pull. Okay, same thing. You're gonna stretch, squeeze. So I'm squeezing back. I'll do it again. So I'm stretching, I'm squeezing back, and then I'm following through. okay? If you just go through the motion like this, you're not really working your back, you're more so working your bicep. So, stretch, squeeze, pull, okay? Form is intensity, so stretch, squeeze, pull, okay? Again, we're focusing on growing your lats, this area, wider, so it's like an upside down triangle, okay? We'll pop the diagram up so you guys know what I'm talking about. This is your lats, and you're tapering it into your waist, so your waist is getting smaller. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one. All right, you guys, so this is a little bit different of a leg press machine. I was looking for the name, but I don't think they have it on here. So it's like kind of like a laying down one. It's normally used for if you're gonna squat and do like a squat jump, it's weighted. But I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. So what I like to do is, first of all, lower the weight. I'm gonna lay sideways on this, okay? And I'm gonna push off with one foot. So this is gonna work that side glute abductor area. So pushing off, one leg, I'm activating this glute and my hamstring, okay? So this is gonna grow the glute, side glute specifically, and give you that nice hips, those nice hips, hourglass figure, okay? If you angle your foot more up, you're gonna hit more of the medial glute and not so much of the side glute. So just some things you can switch up. Okay. Now you can see that I'm stopping. The machine stops me about right here. If you can, get the machine as close to this as possible because it's gonna be a little bit harder and work the muscle more. So you can see I'm really scrunched in here now. A lot harder. So my glute is completely activated now because I'm having to hold this all the way down. Alright, you guys, so this is the second side glute focused exercise. Now I am on the very popular Abductor, also known as outer thigh machine, but this is great for your outer glutes. So a lot of people like to lean forward. I actually personally like to sit up. I feel it more in my side glutes. Can you guys see that too? This is working. When I lean forward, I don't know, I don't feel it as much. So that's another thing that you guys are gonna have to kind of try out, which position, which angle feels the best. Where do you feel it the most on the area that's supposed to be targeted, which is your side glute. So again, we're gonna hold when we come out and slow back in. Don't let it come all the way in because then you're gonna lose contraction. Back out, hold, okay? This is how you're gonna get the most out of this exercise and any exercise. All right, you guys, so the next one we're gonna do is a lat pull down. So a little bit different than the first lat exercise that we did. That was an assisted pull up. So we're pulling ourselves up to the bar that we're holding on to. This one, we're staying stationary and we're pulling it down to us. So again, a little bit of a different variation. It's always great to get variations within like kind of the same general exercise because it will hit the muscle a little bit differently. So again, the same thing that we're gonna be working on. You wanna stretch, pull down, all the way, okay? Stretch, squeeze down, all the way, okay? Now if you guys come behind me, I'm wearing kind of a loose shirt, but hopefully you guys can see how my lats taper in from the back. All right, you guys, so the third side glute exercise that I'm going to give you guys is called a clamshell. I'm sure other people call it other things, but that is what I call it. That's what I know it by. So you're gonna get down on one elbow. You're gonna bring your feet in as close as you can. You want your heels together like so. And you're going to push off, hand on this hip. You're gonna push up and squeeze, okay? You wanna open your legs, so think of this as like a clamshell. It's clamping down and back up. Okay, so for beginners, if this is your first time doing this movement, I do recommend that you go ahead and just practice this. if you've tried this movement before or it seems very easy to you, you can throw on a resistance band right above your knees, okay? I forgot my gym bag in my other car, so I don't have it with me right now. But I would normally put a resistance band, about 60 pounds of resistance above my knee, okay? And you will feel the burn on this. So, again, heels together, hands on this hip. You're pushing off of this knee, okay? Pushing up. You're using that glute, and if you come behind me, you can see the ugly butt squeeze, okay? The uglier the butt squeeze, the nicer your butt's gonna get. And this is gonna work not only the medial glute, but your side glute as well. So, hold it at the top, back down, hold it at the top. All right, you guys, so this, you know what? I feel like when I lay down, I have a double chin, so I'm gonna sit up. The next one is what Christian and I like to call the 6-pack ab exercise. So it works your entire core, which a lot of people think, oh, you need to work out abs every day. You actually don't want to do that because your abs is one of those areas that will get thicker, meaning the muscle will get thicker, and you don't want to create a thick waist, okay? So doing this 1 to 2 times a week, more than enough. So what you want to do is you're going to lay down, you're going to start flat like this. You're going to bring those knees up, hands to your knees, feet out, okay? Hands out. And see how I'm staying hollow? So I'm not like this on the ground. I'm staying up. Knees up, hands up, feet out, hands out. Knees up, hands up, feet out, hands out, okay? After a few of those, you will feel the burn, because like I said, it's working your entire abdominal muscles, okay? So do a few reps of those 1 to 2 times a week. The other ab exercise that I'm gonna show you guys right now is called a vacuum. Now, the reason why I love this particular exercise is because it will, over time when you do it, suck in your waist, okay? It will literally take inches off your waist. It is your own, very own built-in waist trainer, okay? So that's why I think waist trainers are pretty gimmicky, because you don't need a waist trainer to get a small waist. You can do it yourself. So I'm gonna lift my shirt up for this one, you guys. Now, I have to practice these. There's people that are incredible at doing this, but what you wanna do is pretend that you're pulling, this is my belly button right here. You're gonna pull your belly button to the ground, okay? So see how I can slip my hand under here? You're gonna pull it down and then suck in as much as you can. And you're gonna hold this. For as long as you can. It's a lot harder than it looks, okay? So I recommend doing this when you work out or do like this kind of exercise. Do like 3 sets of this for like as long as you can hold each one. And over time it will get easier and you'll be able to hold it longer. When you do it, you can't breathe, so that's another thing. You kind of got to work on your breathing with it. But it will act as that natural waist trainer where it will just cinch your waist in, because it's working your obliques, your front abdominal muscles, your muscles that are back here, everything. So that's why I'm saying it just sucks your waist in, okay? All right, you guys, so that completes the Hourglass workout part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is some of the exercises that are staples in my routine that have helped transform my body from this to this. Right now, obviously, if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that I have put on weight because I got out of competition prep, but I still do these exercises because I know that when I lean down, the muscle will be there. So that's something else to keep in mind. You don't have to necessarily be cutting or trying to lose weight to do these exercises. Implementing these exercises will help give your body shape no matter what, if you're on maintenance calories, caloric deficit, or caloric surplus. So I highly recommend you try this out. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.